Hello students and good morning to everyone. As today a topic that we will be discussing that will be transformation of sentences. But before moving ahead, we all are supposed to get acquainted with the basic term transformation, or what does transformation mean. Students, transformation means changing, interchanging. It can be either changing or it can be either interchanging. Changing, that means converting, okay, converting from one aspect to another. And interchanging means within one aspect we are required to interchange the things, we are required to convert the things. And when these things are added or connected to your sentences, then it becomes quite necessary for everyone that what does a sentence mean. As earlier the time when we were discussing about a sentence topic, we have discussed that sentence means a set of words that is actually that is able to give you meaningful informations, and the pieces of the meaningful informations must be having the arranged words in such a systematic, in such an arranged way that they may proceed or they may give you the meaningful things. And talking about the categories of your sentences, we have also discussed that we are having the various categories in that: affirmative sentences, negative sentences, interrogative sentences, and the subclassifications of interrogative sentences are yes no questions and WH questions. Then are imperative sentences and exclamatory sentences, and then last one are optative sentences. And students, when we talk about the transformation of these sentences within one category to another category, it means when we will create an interchanging of the categories of one to another, then what kind of process and what kind of significant rules we are supposed to follow, we are required to follow, that we will discuss in this topic. But before that, as earlier we were talking about the transformation and its meaning. So students, transformation of a sentence means changing or converting the words or form of a sentence without changing its meaning of sense. That means whenever we are required to change a flavor of sentence into another flavor of sentence, a category of sentence into another category of sentence, that time the most significant the thing that we are supposed to keep in our mind is that the sense and the meaning of your sentence should remain as usual or as in the earlier sentence it was. So the time when we will be changing the categories of our sentences, we are supposed to maintain the meaning of our sentence with its fundamental disclosure and fundamental sense. And now talking about the various interchanging of the degrees and the categories of the sentences, let us pick up the first one that you may be having on your screen, that interchange of affirmative and negative sentences. That means the first category that we are going to pick up to be discussed, that is declarative sentences, or else we can call them assertive sentences. In that we will be having two categories, two subcategories: affirmative sentences and negative sentences. The sentences without no and the sentences with no. No, that means negative sentences, and without no, that means affirmative sentences. Students, till the time when you were up to 7th standard language skills and extent, and till the time we were so prejudicial about the things, about the interchanging, about the converting of the sentences from one category to another category. Like if you recall, then if someone says you he is my brother, okay, if we are required to change this particular sentence into a negative aspect, then what will be? He is not my brother. But try to feel within your senses that when you say he is not my brother, this is actually changing the flavor and the meaning of your sentence. Maybe it is a negative sentence, but it is not the negative sentence of your earlier sentence, he is my brother. That means this time we are supposed to be very attentive while converting, while interchanging, and while changing our sentences and while transforming our sentences, because we will have to maintain the category of its meaning. We will have to maintain all the categories in such a way that the meaning of a sentence should remain as usual. Like if with the screen if you go, then you will be having your first example: he is able to do this job. He is able to do this job. If the sentence has to express with its negative sense, maintaining the earlier meaning, that we will have to say he is not unable to do this job. Now you see, when someone says he is able to do this job, okay, and when someone says he is not unable to do this job, that also means he is able to do this job. It means we maintained the earlier flavor of our sentence, the earlier meaning of our sentence, and we converted it into negative sense. So that first rule that indicates and that tells us is that we can add either a prefix or else we can call an opposite word, but there must be no with that, okay, because your prefix na, it will not change the meaning with not if it is applied. Just go with another example. Your house is not far to my house. Your house is not far to my house. So far has been actually interchanged with the opposite, that is near. So your house is near to my house. Your house is near to my house. The negative sense that was in your earlier sentence, it has been maintained after converting your sentence into an affirmative one. And the second rule that is getting displayed on the screen, that is telling us when we can be having the degrees of comparison. Actually the degrees of comparison means we will be having in our adjectives positive degree, comparative degree, and then superlative degrees. So we can change, okay, we can interchange actually within one to another categories. The basic thing that we are required to keep in our mind is the framing of the degrees as per its specific rule and order that we will have to maintain. Like if with the example we go, then we will find Ram is taller than Shyam. This is actually comparative degree, which is where comparison has been made between Ram and Shyam. So we are interchanging this degree into a positive degree. That means Shyam is not as tall as Ram. As we are supposed to use. While changing as into comparative, we are supposed to use whatever the comparative degree that belongs to the adjective, and then like we can see with the another example, she is not as wise as I. This is a positive degree that is being changed into a comparative one. That means I am wiser than her. That means after interchanging one degree to another degree, we can create the transformation within the sentences after maintaining the meaning. And now in case if your sentence is having negative or affirmative sense, in case if there is a negative sense and you are using an opposite with that time you are supposed to omit your not, because it is already having with the negative sense, and with the positive sense it will create a superfluous. Then in case if your sentence is having an affirmative sense and you are going to use an opposite with that time you are supposed to apply what? Not with it. You can feel you can understand with the examples. Like he was not disagree. He was not disagree, a negative sense with not. Then when we are required to use disagree as the opposite agree, that time not has to be omitted. He was agree, because it will maintain the flavor and the meaning of your sentence. Then in the second sentence, when we are having he has qualified the test, that is already an affirmative sentence, and we will create an opposite of disqualified. That time we are supposed to maintain not. We are supposed to add not over here. That will maintain the meaning of the sentence. So he has qualified the test, he has not disqualified the test. And now students, with the other slide you will be having a list of some words which will be interchanged while changing from affirmative into negative or negative into affirmative. Like none but will be changed into only a or only alone. Never will be changed into always. Not always will be changed into sometimes. Not one will be changed into more than one. Cannot but will be changed into bound to. No one will be changed into everyone. Never again will be changed into for the last time. No sooner than will be changed into as soon as. Never but will be changed into whenever. Nothing will be changed into everything. Now when you see with the examples, then perhaps you can be able to better understand the things. Like none but a lazy would flee for his work. So none but will be changed into only a, as earlier we have discussed. So none but a lazy would flee from his work. Only a lazy would flee from his work. He was not always quarreling with his neighbors. So always, as we have with the display, that always will be, not always will be changed into sometimes. So sometimes he was quarreling with his neighbors. As soon as you called me, I came out. As soon as will be changed into as you can see, interchanged into no sooner than. So no sooner did you call me, then I came out. You are bound to serve me. Bound to is getting changed into cannot but. so you cannot but serve me. And in case if we are having in a sentence so that or to, they will be interchanged into if there are so that, there will be to, if there are to, there will be so that. So she is too weak to run, she is so weak that she cannot run. One important thing that students you'll have to keep in your mind while interchanging to and so that if there is to, there will be no not, because to in itself is a negative sense. If you say he is too weak that he cannot run fast, so it's a wrong sentence, because to change this particular to into a negative sense, we will have to be having so that. That's why she is too weak to run, she is so weak that she cannot run. You cannot apply not with to phrases. And in case your sentence is carrying at, in, on, and after that there is time, and the time is point of time, means the clock time, the time that can be mentioned, that can be having on the clock. If you will be having a point of time with your prepositions at, in, and on, this particular sentence now it will be changed into present perfect sentence while changing or while transforming. And with the point of time there will be since. Like with the example we go, that we will be having he saw him at 2 o'clock. It will be changed into present perfect, he has not seen him since 2 o'clock. The time 2 o'clock with at, it has been converted into since, that is indicating the point of time. And if there is last when, if any sentence that is carrying last when, that sentence will be changed after using present perfect. Then present perfect will be used into a negative sense, and after that there will be since, and then there will be past simple, because last and when, that will be indicating two time phrases with each other. And while changing or while converting these two phrases, one phrase that will be before since, that has to be converted into present perfect with not, with negative sense. And the phrase that will be used after since, that will be framed after since, that will be framed with past simple. You can see with the example, he last met me when he visited Ajmer. So last has been converted into present perfect, he has not met me, with the negative sense. Then since is why, because we are supposed to indicate the point of time. And then the another phrase that is getting indicated with the past simple. So he has not met me since he visited Ajmer. And students, in case if your sentence is carrying ago will be changed into for. Then again with the negative sense we will have to use present perfect. With the example you can see, I saw him a week ago. It is changing, I have not seen him for a week. With a negative flavor we will have to apply what? For, and then a time. So with all these basic examples,